you're my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour. Girl, it's Dunson, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look, I had a couple, so you know I'm telling the truth. I don't settle for Kettle One, I don't settle for Goose. First we had a couple rounds just to see how it go. Now it's time to tap that barrel, girl, let's see how it flow. You got that caramel dripping, now I'm sipping. They can't take you straight, but baby, I'm built different. It feels different. Listen, you keep getting Dunson loose. You far from the jungle juice, but you keep it 100 proof. I don't need no Coca-Cola or no Sprite for you. And yeah, you good on the rocks, might put that ice on you. You got that Jameson, that Johnny, or that Jack, and you can miss me. I need bourbon in my life, cause baby, you my favorite whiskey. Come on.
I don't want you holding back. Tell me everything, and I do mean everything. Everything. It's time for last call. You know that this liquor been flowing faster than free fall. If we keep going, I might not be able to recall. Bullet to my heart, I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. Only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. Oh, let the band play on, and they be playing our song.
Girl, it's Dunson, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look.
Hey y'all, what's smacking? How you crack-a-lacking? How you crack-a-lacking? What's smacking? Happy Thursday. Hey Natty, hey Psalmist, hey London, you go ahead and get out of here, Gobi. Hey LaWanda, who else? Outlaw came in here. Hey C Love, how you doing? Hey Brown Eyes, hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Happy Thursday. For some reason, I feel like I haven't been here in a long time. But it was just my regular time. I don't know, it just feels like it was longer. I don't know. That's just how it is sometimes. But what's up, y'all? I'm Lisa the X, aka Brown Whiskey Woman, live from the Lock and Key Media Studios in the ATL. Shout it! Just like the sign say, the ATL, right? And today, we're going to be talking about the ATL. But last time I was here, my last show was in honor of Women's History Month. And you can see that show on YouTube. So go check it out. Follow me there. Tell all your friends. Tell the people that you don't know. Just the people you meet randomly in Walmart. Let them know as well. Hey, Cruz. How you doing? Tell them to follow Brown Whiskey Woman on YouTube, okay? Because, I need that support. So even if they don't drink, it's okay. They can still follow me. So we got a bunch of commands, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of them a little bit later. But our usual commands are !promo, which gives information about City Nights Vodka and also about London Michelle, our media expert who does the flyers, so on and so forth. !love for my sister C Love and her great merchandise. Hey, DC Chill Brother, how you doing? !fresh for Fresh Radio Show. !believe, which is for our sister M. Claudie. !reunion, which tells you all about the Lock and Key reunion. It's coming up, the family reunion. We have !events, which is a link to all of the events that's going to happen on that weekend. But today we are kicking off the Spinning Autism campaign officially. So if you put !spin, you will see the link for your direct donations. So this is the official kickoff today. And we do have some other events that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later on in this show. So I'm super excited. You all know this is year number 5 for the Spinning Autism campaign. And I want to say thank you to all of the people who have supported. For those of you who don't know, I have a 26-year-old son, well, he'll be 26 this year, who has an autism diagnosis. So this is a cause that's near and dear to my heart, one that I have been involved in for his whole life. So it continues. So I want to say thank you to everybody that supported in the past, and thank you for the people that will support in the future. Hey, Double Spirit, how you doing today? I see you. And thank you all for the hype train. I appreciate it. And all the resubs. Hey, Auntie Precious, how you doing? So we're going to be talking about Atlanta, and I'm going to be drinking some Atlanta stuff. And this is going to be my spin on the ATL. And I am saying my spin because I know that there are people out there that are Atlanta natives. Let me get it right. Atlanta natives. People have been living here for a long time, like me. And what I'm presenting to you in this slideshow, and y'all, I promise it's not going to be no PTSD in this slideshow. Hey, Lioness Nala. Well, mostly it's not, because it might be something in there. But anyway, this is about the Atlanta that I have come to know during the time that I've been here. So I have been living here for 43 years. I had to sit down and do the math. So I've been living here. I've been living here longer than some people are old or almost as long, right? Or real close on some people that I know. I've been here since 1983. So I came here from Detroit, Michigan. I consider myself to be a Motown peach. I came here from Detroit, Michigan, after I graduated from high school to attend college. And I attended Clark College. It was Clark College then. I know it's Clark Atlanta University now. But shout out to the original CC. I graduated in 1987, and I have been here ever since. So think about that. I've been here 43 years. I was in Detroit 17 years. So, hey, I mean, I guess I can rightfully wear this shirt now, right? I can wear this. I've earned this. So I got a slideshow for y'all to tell y'all a little bit about the Atlanta that I love and know. And I realized when I was doing research for this show, a lot of the things that I'm talking about, and I had put together the slideshow first, and then I did the research. I was here when they happened. So for my Atlanta folks, Don't get all worked up when I say something and y'all like, no, this happened and that happened. Listen, I'm doing this. Okay? I'm doing this today. Today. Y'all can talk to me about this some other day offline. But today, this is the Brown Whiskey Woman slideshow. This is the Brown Whiskey Woman show. So we gonna go with that. Okay? Just that's my disclaimer. So I'm gonna put that out there. So let's get into this slideshow. Let's get to talking and whatnot. Cause I got a bunch of paper because I got a lot of stuff to read. I better get on my glasses. All right. So we kicking it off right. Just like my shirt said, right? Officially, Atlanta was founded on December 29th, 1847. And the original name was Terminus. And any Walking Dead fans will know that there is a reference to Terminus in The Walking Dead, which was filmed here in Atlanta. And I'm going to talk about that. In 1843, it was briefly renamed Marthasville in honor of Governor Lumpkin's daughter. Then it was named Atlanta in 1845, a few years after. But the phrase ATL ho, what does that mean? That is the response that you give when people say, where you from? Right? ATL ho. That's where I'm from. So it is a playful, self-depreciating way to claim Atlanta as your hometown. And this was per Wikipedia, which cracked me up how they just even phrased that. That was from Wikipedia and also in the Urban Dictionary. So I love that. But it says the earliest use of ATL ho as a chant or a hook appeared in the early 2000s. And it was tied to Atlanta's rap scene, first heard on Pastor Troy's 2001 Face Off album. But it was made popular by a lot of rappers, Little John, East Side Boys, and Baby D. And of course, we know there are lots of songs that have continued to use that hook. So if you ever wonder where that came from, now you know. So it's been around ever since the early 2000s, at least 2001. And it's just a playful way to say, hey, I'm from Atlanta, ATL ho. Next. So this is a lovely little map of Atlanta. I like this map. I found this. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff out there. But I just like it because of the stuff it had on there, because I'm just like, okay, so this is our map: Lenox Square, the Botanical Gardens, World of Coca-Cola, Fox, Georgia Aquarium, Turner Field, the zoo, and the Varsity. And if you don't know about the Varsity is a hamburger, hot dog, French fry, milkshake joint, a greasy spoon, essentially. But it's been around for a very, very long time. And lots of celebrities go there because it's just like one of those iconic places to go. Hey, Eb, and thank you very much for the gift sub. Hey, Mackie Poo, how you doing? Hey, Jay Jonah, how you doing? So this is, LaWanda said, this is what it looked like before all the people got here. Right, exactly. And they do say that if you meet people here, most of them are not from Atlanta originally. They're usually transplants. And I pretty much kind of agree with that. Like when I meet somebody and they say they're originally from Atlanta, I'm kind of shocked. It's kind of impressive. But there are some people that actually were born and raised here, but a whole bunch of people come here, right? Next. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. We got a little technical issue, so we had to change out something real quick. All right, and hey, This Girl TV, how you doing? All right, so those of you that have lived here forever or you visited, hopefully you know about this mural that is at 410 Chamberlain Street. And it is called Atlanta Influences Everything. And it's an art piece by Fabian Williams, and his nickname is Occasional Superstar. But the Atlanta Influences Everything brand was founded by Bim Joyner, Ian Ford, and Tori Edwards. And the phrase really began as kind of this grassroots rallying cry, because it was kind of some frustration over Atlanta not really having an identity, and they kind of felt like Atlanta was underrepresented. So it became our official, unofficial slogan of sorts. It was put on a t-shirt by a business partner, and soon enough it spread all around Atlanta as, our official, unofficial cry. That's our slogan. So on the other side of this building, you see this is a brick building, is a spot called Ernie's in the Cut. And it is a barbershop. I do happen to know Ernie. Real cool place, a real cool dude too. And they have a lot of great events there. He does some networking on Wednesdays. He has different events on the weekends. He does some DJing, but it is a barbershop, and Ernie is a barber, and that's why it's called Ernie's in the Cut. So if you ever come to Atlanta, make sure you swing by Chamberlain Street in the Edgewood neighborhood and check out this mural, and you can take a picture in front of it too. Next. This is also a very, very well-known mural here in Atlanta. Of course, this is Outkast, and this is located at 447 Moreland Avenue in the Little Five Points area. This mural is 30 feet tall, and the artist who painted it is from North Carolina, and his name is Jeks, Jeks. He painted this freehand from a photograph. And that's like, the fact that he painted it freehand is like amazing to me. I'm like, you are a hell of an artist. But it is part of a project called Outer Space Project, and it is an international event aimed at beautifying public spaces. Hey, Reboot, how you doing? Before I go any further, y'all please put some hearts, some clapping hands, some something in the chat, because Reboot made partner, y'all. He is a Twitch partner, so congratulations, Reboot. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Mac is freehand. My son Mac is an artist, so I knew that would be impressive to you. But yeah, I didn't know it was freehand also until I started doing this research and found that out. But yeah, congratulations, Reboot. Appreciate that. Okay, next. All right, so we could not talk about the ATL without talking about Magic City. So Magic City is iconic, right? So I want to give you a little official history, though, on Magic City. Michael Mr. Magic Barney is an American entrepreneur, best known as the founder and owner of Magic City. That is what's out there on the interwebs. That's the way that they word it. But he opened a venue in 1985 and really has built it into one of the most famous strip clubs in the United States. A lot of the reason why is because it was a huge part of Atlanta's musical scene, the hip hop scene in particular. A lot of well-known rappers, athletes, and celebrities have visited the club, and it has been referenced in songs and music videos. So I did try to find out how many songs it had been referenced in. And that was real hard to pin down, but the best that I could come up with was over 50. Hey, Tank, how you doing? Which I thought was pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. It's a family-owned business, so other family members are involved in it, and I think that's pretty cool too. And in August of 2025, there was a docuseries that was created called Magic City and American Fantasy. It was a 5-part series, and you can view this. You can Google it and find out how to watch it. And it says untold stories behind Atlanta's most influential strip club. It is a Atlanta temple. I have been many times, and it is quite the show. Quite the show.
The shoe models are amazing.
They are. They are. And athleticism. It could be an Olympic sport.
Oh, they are. They definitely are some athletes.
Okay. D-Man said, do you have pics of the inside? I do not have pics of the inside because, y'all, it's an experience. I mean, truly, it is an experience. It's been a number of years since I've been, but man, it's something. Next. So this is the Magic City menu. And the reason why I put this up here is because as well known as they are for the shoe models, they are equally as well known for their wings. They have some of the best wings in Atlanta. And we're just a place that's known for wings. Like we have a lot of places that have really, really good chicken wings, but Magic City is one of them. So, you know, you kind of go for one thing and then you get a bonus, and your bonus is the wings. So I felt like this menu was worthy of a slide. I really wanted to show this. So you see all of the flavors, right? And, you know, it's not bad. 10 piece, you can get a 10 piece, $20, you know, all flats, all drums, 25. That ain't too bad. And then they got the sides, and they got steaks and burgers and chicken and all of that. And of course they have drinks. You know, you name it, they got it. So yeah, this is a spot. This is a spot worth visiting for sure when you come to the ATL. Next. So I put this in here. Now this came from their website. Okay.
Are you happy, D-Man? Are you happy?
You asked about those inside pictures, D-Man. Here's 2 right here. So first of all, old girl that's on the pole, right? This is like Cirque du Soleil to me. I just feel like this is Cirque du Soleil nude, essentially, because of course this was on the website. So she got something on right here. And then old girl next to her, if y'all are wondering, that is a bag of money between her legs. It is full of money. I am sure that when you go in there and you give them your money, you are contributing to a lot of women's college education. I actually have some friends at Clark that worked at Magic City, and they put their, you know, themselves through college with no student loan debt. You contributing to something. So you contributing to either their well-being or your well-being. Both. You look at it however you want to look at it. We're having some technical issues, so we're just trying to correct them. Are we good? Do we sound okay? If we sound okay, put a 1 in the chat, please. Hey, Blue Majesty, how you doing? D-Man, thank you for your resub. I know it was the Magic City picture that did it. That made you resub, right? Okay, 1. Okay, thank you all. Yeah, we're having some issues with the microphone and having to do some swap outs. Okay, so thank you. All right, next. All right. Another strip club. And I promise you, this whole thing is not about strip clubs, but you know, we are well known for our strip clubs.
Zone 1, stand up.
So this is the Blue Flame. So the reason why I included the Blue Flame is because it is the first Black-owned adult entertainment club in Atlanta. It was started in 1983. That is the year that I moved here. And it's 15 minutes from the heart of downtown Atlanta. They are also a family-owned business. You know, we talk about generational wealth. I like the way they doing this generational wealth. I'm not gonna lie, right? I like it.
And the wings there are good too.
Yeah, and the food there is very good as well, right? So most definitely. I will tell you, you can go to their website, any of these websites. I have all of this going through Stream Elements, and you can see the inside of the club, and you can meet the dancers at the Blue Flame. They each have like a little profile pic and all of that. The pictures were not really good for this particular stream. I'll just say that because, I knew I was pushing it on the Magic City tip. But I had to throw those in there. But, if you care to go and check out the Blue Flame dancers, please feel free to do so, right? All right, next. All right, I had to talk about this one. All right, this is the Clermont Lounge. This is Atlanta's oldest strip club, and it has been around since 1965. So the Clermont is the same age I am. It is 60 years old. It is located in the basement of the Clermont Motor Hotel, which is located on Ponce de Leon in Atlanta. And originally, the space was an upscale supper club in the 1950s. That was something that I did not know, but it just kind of was interesting to me. But the lounge is on the back side, kind of in the basement area, and it is separate from the hotel because they have redone the hotel. It was in a state of disrepair, severe disrepair when I first moved here and was vacant for a long time. But they have totally redone the hotel, but they are two separate entities. The Clermont is a lot of fun, y'all. It's a lot of fun. So a lot of people that have come here to Atlanta to visit for Twitch events have had the experience of the Clermont. I was going to say the pleasure, but I guess it depends on how you look at it. Yeah. But it's a really interesting place. It's a dance club. It's a strip club. It's a club. It's all of that. And for those of you that have been on Twitch for a while, you may remember Quasi Man Disco. Quasi is one of the DJs there on Saturday night. And Quasi is just an experience on his own. But Quasi, the other DJ, Romeo Cologne, and like Romeo Cologne, I swear, is as older than the Clermont is. That man is probably about 75 years old, and he's still spinning. Renew said Atlanta has a lot of yams to shake. I wonder the yams per capita. I don't know what it is per capita. But can I say this, Reboot? You have to have a license to strip. You have to have a license to dance here. And years ago, I used to work for the Atlanta Police Department. And this was in the 90s. And when I worked for the Atlanta Police Department, there were over 3,000 women that were licensed to strip. I'm sure it's way more than that. But our strip clubs are actually what make us a huge convention city. Yep. Because one of the things that conventioners look for is when they are not in the convention, attending the classes and the seminars and everything, what is there to do? So who are the conventioners? Most of the time they're men. So what do they look to do? Go to the strip clubs. So it's actually a great source of revenue for us. And I'm sure that's part of the reason why you have to have a license. Yes, they do need a license, Cruz. Hey, Miss KB, how you doing?
That is real.
Yeah. Hey, Miss P. Smitty, how you doing? Yeah, that is something. And I don't know if that's the law every place, but I know it is here.
Yeah, because here they are 1099 contractors.
Okay. There we go.
Yep. So you gotta have you basically gotta have a business license and as well as a license to do that as well. So they are 1099 contractors. Yeah.
They gotta know how to parallel park that ass. Yep, they gotta know all of that. They gotta know all of that. Next. So this is Blondie at a Clermont Lounge. And I felt like Blondie deserved a slide. And the reason why I'm telling y'all about Blondie is Blondie has been working at the Clermont since the 70s. And she still works there. Okay? She can crush beer cans with her boobs. That is her claim to fame. Blondie is so famous, and her full name is Blondie Anita Ray Strange, that they made a movie about her called AKA Blondie. And again, this is something you can Google. You can see some YouTube clips of her talking about her life. Miss Yvonne, I agree. It is a talent, right? So yeah, very, very strange facts. I do realize that. But yeah, she's still there. She is still there. She's been there pretty much her whole adult life. And here she is, still out there stripping, right? J. Church said, hey, the Clermont, see? Some of the people that come to visit, they know about it. They know about it. Come see my crushed cans, y'all. Yep, that's pretty much it. But yeah, so it's been alive since 1965, the Clermont, and Blondie's been there since 1970. Hey, K. Marie, how you doing? Next. Okay, so I told you I was going to be a little weirdness in this. But believe it or not, I am not making this shit up. This is a real place. So this is called Dow's Head Trail, and it is in a park in Southeast Atlanta. The park is called Constitution Lakes Park. And what it's about is found objects. So they encourage hikers to contribute their own art to the trail, but you can only use things that you find in the park, right? So if you find like a marker on the ground or, an old child's toy or a fishing hook or something like that, or bricks, whatever it is, those are the things that can be contributed. So that's the reason why they have like this really, really odd collection of stuff. But this is a really cool place to visit. And again, a lot of these places I haven't been in a long time because I've been living here so long and I've done a lot of like the touristy type things, I guess you could say. But this is one that I've always thought was really, really interesting. And I've been to it a couple of times because it always changes because people are always adding, things to it. Now, I will admit this. I'm telling y'all, I do not like dolls. I don't like baby dolls. I love the Barbie, but I do not like baby dolls. They kind of creep me out. So I've been here like maybe twice, and I sort of was like, this is kind of weird, even for me. And yeah, and I haven't been back, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, go during the daytime. Jay Trey said it looked like some type of horror shit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Rocking Horse in Your Attic has been there. What? Since 1996. Yeah. I don't blame you. I wouldn't mess with that either, Natty. It could stay up there too. Yeah. Y'all have an understanding. I get it. Next. This is some more of the found objects. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I saw that thing in the middle, I was like, what is that? Cause I wasn't sure, but it's actually a dog. It's like a carved dog. And you see there's a sign on the back of it that says beware of dog. But I really did not know what it was. That's what I thought too, Cruz. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but this is some of the things that you find in your walks and travels if you go on the Dial Head Trail. Next. So these are two neighborhoods that I wanted to point out to you all. And I have to say probably two of my favorite neighborhoods. So the first, where you see the sign that says Criminal Records, that is Little 5 Points. And you remember when I started this presentation, I told you that Atlanta used to be called Terminus. And this was actually the founding point of Atlanta. The reason why it's called Little 5 Points, though, is because it was a 5-way intersection. It's Moreland Avenue, Euclid, and originally it was Seminole. Now it's McClendon Avenue. But this is kind of the start of Atlanta. And now it is like Atlanta's Bohemian Center. They had the coolest shops there, all types of really great resale places. I mean, you can find just about anything that you want in Little 5, I think. They have crystal shops. They have smoke shops. There's a theater down there where they actually have some really cool concerts. I actually saw Dave Koz in that theater. They have a lot of great stuff and great places to eat.
And four record stores.
And four record stores.
All my vinyl heads. There are 4 record stores within this little block.
That is true. And now Lioness Knowledge, they do have one metaphysical store called Crystal Blue. That is really, really cool. We have a lot of metaphysical stores here in Atlanta, but there's one there. And then next to it, right, and no dials, right? No dials laying around, is Cabbagetown. So Cabbagetown is one of Atlanta's oldest industrial neighborhoods. And it was built for the cotton mill. It opened in 1881. And basically, it was a whole town that was designed for the workers. And a lot of the workers were German Jewish immigrants. And so they ate a lot of cabbage. And they said on any given day, you could smell cabbage cooking. There were a lot of people that farmed cabbage in their gardens. They would peddle and sell cabbage. And they say there was an incident with a Ford Model T where a truck was carrying cabbages. It overturned and spilled its cargo on the street. And so all of those things contributed to it being called Cabbagetown. It has been revitalized and they have restaurants there. The houses have been redone. It's a really, really nice area, but the name has stuck of Cabbagetown. It is right across the street from Oakland Cemetery. And I am going to talk about Oakland Cemetery. And the mill has also been redone and there's some really nice loft apartments there. And some years ago when we had a tornado that came through downtown Atlanta, there was actually some damage to the mill. And rumor has it, and I do have a friend that lives in the mill. Once that happened, they said it stirred up a lot of paranormal activity in a lot of the lofts and apartments there after the tornado, which is kind of interesting to me. But they said a lot of people had incidents where they would see things or things would be moved. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true, not true. I only know what my friend told me and I believe him. So that's what I'm going to go with. Next. And there is a picture of Oakland Cemetery. That is the entrance. So Oakland Cemetery was founded in 1850. It is Atlanta's oldest public burial ground. And it is also a park. Okay, it's one of the few cemeteries that's also on the park registry. It is an active cemetery still. So they do active burials there. And then also they're building some new buildings there to house cremains. They also have a potter's field and they also have Jewish burial grounds. And all of this is in one place, which is unusual for a cemetery. They have an African-American burial ground where you can go and get a lot of the history on African Americans. And of course, there are lots of famous people that are buried there. Margaret Mitchell, who wrote Gone with the Wind, Mayor Maynard Jackson, golf legend Bobby Jones, 6 Georgia governors, along with ordinary citizens and former slaves. So that is really, really interesting, all in one cemetery. Next to it is the Capitol. And the reason why I included the Capitol building, it was built in 1885, completed in 1889, is because only 11 states have a gold gilded dome. And we are one of the states that does. Ours is one of the largest gilded domes in the country. And I think our Capitol building is beautiful. But when I found out that there were only 11 states that had gilded domes, I had to include us. And that's Colorado, Connecticut, Iowa, Massachusetts, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Vermont, West Virginia, Wyoming, and Georgia. Next. So I talked about Terminus and The Walking Dead, right? So I am a Walking Dead fan. The Walking Dead premiered on October 31st, 2010, and it concluded on November 20th, 2022. That is a run, right? And the whole show basically was filmed here in Georgia, different portions of Georgia. So that first picture, that's Rick Grimes, who's the main character, and he is headed towards downtown Atlanta after the zombie apocalypse on a horse. Okay. And then the house next to it is actually in a small town called Sanoa. And Sanoa that's where, when they moved to Alexandria, and people who know the story know what I'm talking about, that was one of the houses that they lived in. But when Walking Dead was going on, they took over. They took over. And there have been lots and lots of things filmed here. One of the reasons why Georgia is so attractive is because they offer great tax incentives to the movie companies. And that's the reason why a lot of places started to come here for filming. There's a show that I currently watch that's filmed entirely in Atlanta called Will Trent. So if anybody is a fan of any type of, he's a GBI agent. So it's kind of, mystery, crime solving sort of show. And I was watching it a couple of weeks ago, and I shared this with Locke, and they actually went to Magic City. And he made a reference of how good the wings were. Yeah, Ebony Wilshire is great, right? I love that show. So, and I love watching it and seeing all of the places that pop up that I recognize. Yeah, it is. It's a really, really good show. So if you all have not watched The Walking Dead or Will Trent, check them both out.
And one thing about Walking Dead, the covered bridge that's referenced in the show, that is literally about 4 miles from here.
Yes, it is.
It's around the corner from here.
Right. And I started to include a picture because I know a lot of people know that covered bridge. And that's like a great photography shot.
It's a very good photography shot. It's a pain in the ass to get through it though, because it's one lane. Mm-hmm. And and people that live in Smyrna, Ebony, Wally, a lot of people that live in the area, they know it is a pain in the ass to get through.
Right. D-Man said next trip you need to get some of them wings. Yeah, you do. You need to get some wings for sure. We'll take you to Magic City. London said they have breast meat there too. They have breasts there. All of I see y'all. Hey, Miss Riz, how you doing? Next. This is one of the coolest places that I think that we have here, okay? And you don't hear a lot about it, but it's called the Atlanta Museum of Illusions, and it is located in Atlantic Station. And, we had a high museum, and we have, all different kinds of places. We got Fern Bank and everything, but this is like one of the coolest places. I tell people, if you just want to do something fun, this is the place to go. And again, it's in the Atlantic Station area, and it's really, really cool spot to visit. So I just wanted to include it. Next.
Rest in peace to Sidetrack.
Yeah, tell me about it. It is fun. So Atlanta wine country, right? Believe it or not, Atlanta produces some great wine, y'all. We have a number of distilleries. When I Googled this, I came up with a list of probably about 20. A lot of them are located in the area called Dahlonega, which is like the hills or the mountains, and that's the reason why I included that picture.
It's good. That's where the term is golden. Those hills came from.
Golden them their hills. So a couple of the wineries I want to name: Wolf Mountain Vineyards, Three Sisters, Chateau Elan Winery and Resort, which is located in Brazelton, Monteluse, Sarenberry Vineyards, and Kaya Vineyard and Winery. And that's about 6 or 7 of them. But I did want to let you all know that we have great wine here too. Okay. We have a little bit of everything here in Georgia, I feel like. I mean, I think that's one of the things that makes it a really, really interesting and cool place is how much we have. So we're going to come back to the slideshow, but I want to talk about some drinks. And I want to introduce y'all to some things. And I realized that the things that I chose were interesting because two of them are sourced in Kentucky, but they are bottled here in Georgia. So, you know, I always tell you all about reading your bottles, like when you buy things, just so you're educated. Now, it's nothing wrong with it being sourced elsewhere and being bottled and labeled or finished in another place, because that place still gets to claim it. But I'm going to start off with something that is strictly Atlanta. And this is it. This is it. This is called, okay, wait a minute. Make sure I turn it the right way. This is called Atlanta Hard Cider. All right. And this is pomegranate flavor. There we go. There we go. This is pomegranate flavored cider. This is made here in Atlanta, and it was founded by a husband and wife in their garage. And then they decided, hey, we making enough cider and enough money to have us a real deal operation. So they have a tap room. And in the tap room, they have trivia, line dancing classes, art classes, and they have some really good recipes on the website. So I'm going to pour some up. I wanted to act up, splash on me. And we're going to see how this tastes. I have never tasted this particular flavor before. I have had this, and I think the one I had was called Honeybee, and I didn't like it. Okay, I ain't like it at all. It got the hell no. This is 5.9% alcohol by volume, pomegranate craft cider. And this is Atlanta Hard Cider on Roswell Road in Marietta, Georgia. So we're going to taste this. We're going to see what it tastes like. Hey, Holly. Okay. I like it. But let me describe it to you. I do like it, though. It tastes like apple cider with a little bit of palm splashed in it. Now, palm is pomegranate juice. So I guess it is what it says on the can, right? It says hard cider, pomegranate. I'm getting no kick, though. That's the reason why I said, let me describe it to you. I realize that it's only 5.9% alcohol by volume, but I guess I was expecting a little bit more of kind of like an alcohol, I don't know, a little more alcohol moxie to it. I'm not really tasting that. But what I do imagine is that if you're not really a drinker, you just sit and you're like, oh, I can drink this. This is okay. And then you drink the whole can, and then maybe you drink another can, and I think you'd be drunk, or at least tipsy. Hey, Diz. This needs some bourbon. That's what I would say. This needs some bourbon, but it's good. It has good flavor. I think I'm gonna give it the hell yeah. I will give it the hell yeah. I think yeah, it'll sneak up on you. Yeah, Miss Yvonne. I'll give it the hell yeah. But if somebody gave it to me, I would accept it and say thank you graciously. And then I would take it home and I would pour it in a glass and I would add some bourbon to it. I would add some whiskey to it. That is what I would do. Yeah, but it's good. Very smooth. I don't know. I guess I should look at the can a little bit, right? Let's see. It's gluten-free. 195 calories. It says fermented apple juice, filtered water, pomegranate juice, cane sugar, grape skin extract. Where is the alcohol? I guess it's the fermentation. I don't know. I guess it's the fermented apple juice is what's going to make it have the alcohol content. It says real pomegranate juice with natural flavors. It says with its lovely deep blush color. Okay. With this lovely deep blush color, this refreshing craft cider captures the best of both worlds. The sweetness from hand-picked apples balances perfectly with the tartness from the pomegranates. The result is a crisp and bubbly finish. That shit sounded good. Didn't that sound good? Small batch. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to get us to hell yeah.
That joint almost sounds, the description almost sounds better than it tastes.
I know. It really does. I'm going to give it the hell yeah, but for me...
That description almost sounded like it needed to be in a Hallmark card.
It really did. I mean, it's a lovely description. Like, whoever wrote that, yay. Yay for them, right? Bravo. Hey, Big Stove. Yeah. But, yeah, I would say if you like apple juice, I think you would like this, first of all. And if you like the hard ciders, now, I'm going to just say this. Like, shout out to Songbird because she turned me on to hard cider a couple of years ago. This is not the kind of hard cider she turned me on to. What she turned me on to was better, which was Angry Orchard. And I really, really like that. Now, when I'm out and I get a hard cider, I get a shot and then I chase it with the hard cider because to me, hard cider needs a little something, something. Hey, Tally. Yeah, it needs a little something, something added to it. But on its own, I am going to give it the hell yeah. So, yeah, Angry Orchards are good. I like those quite a bit. I might have to add some bourbon to it a little bit later. But it gets the hell yeah. All right. So, I have another item to taste. So, this one right here. I'm excited because I've never had this before. And it is called Basement Premium Bourbon. And it is made by Scofflaw Brewery. That's what the bottle looks like. I feel like they cheated me a little bit. Y'all see how much Angel Share is missing out of that bottle?
Shout out to the family at Scofflaw.
Anyway, but I'm excited about this. Okay, so this was an item that I was telling you all about that is sourced. So I've talked about source before. Thank you for the gift subs, Jonah. I appreciate that. That means that the alcohol itself comes from someplace else. Then it is finished, bottled, so on and so forth. Hey, Stormy, in another place. So the liquid, the actual bourbon comes from Kentucky. And then they bring it to Georgia at some point or another. It's aged in Kentucky for 4 years before it comes to Atlanta. And then they say it's finished. Now, what that means precisely, I don't really know because they don't really tell you what that means. They just say it's finished and matured in Atlanta. This is 86 proof. The mash bill on it or the recipe, 65% corn, 24% rye, and 11% malted barley. So your second grain is going to give you a lot of your flavor profile. So rye makes things a little bit spicy. It gives it a kick. I like that in a bourbon. If you don't like that in a bourbon, you might want to go with a wheated bourbon. So when you're reading the recipe or the mash bill, as they call it, you want to look for the percentile on that second grain and read what that second grain is. So a wheated bourbon, a well-known one, would be Maker's Mark, right? Very smooth. It's going to take the rough edges out. But I like that when I'm drinking bourbon, I want to feel like I'm drinking bourbon. So I am excited about this. Before I pour it up, I want to read the bottle a little bit because I do think the bottle is nice. It says 86 proof, batch 1. It says, our story, out of our basement and into yours. This premium Kentucky bourbon is brought to you by the folks that brought you Scofflaw beer. And I'm actually have in my slideshow a little bit about Scofflaw Brewery. They actually brew beer. And I've not really talked about the distillation process in depth on this show, but really before bourbon becomes bourbon, before whiskey makes it to being a whiskey, is beer, essentially. That's kind of the recipe for it. And then there are additional things that are done to it to actually make it into bourbon. So I'm going to pour this up and we're going to see what it tastes like. Plastic cork, which is cool. This was about $30. Jesus Christ. It had a beautiful gurgle. Absolutely beautiful. I hope y'all heard that. Woo. That was nice. So I'm going to nose it. So what I'm strongly picking up, I get kind of like honey, and I get like a little bit of a spice. I'm sure that's the rye. In it. But it's like a spicy mix of like, kind of like allspice is the way that I would describe it. Yes, the aroma. So they call it nosing, right? Because I'm smelling it basically. So I'm going to taste this and see what it tastes like. I like it. It's definitely got a Kentucky hug. So the Kentucky hug is the burn that you get when it is going down. Gets about right here and you can still feel a little burn. Very smooth, and it's not too harsh. Okay, it kind of has kind of a bit of kind of like a robust flavor to it, but it's smooth. So I like it. And for $30, that's excellent. Okay, $30. Now, you can only buy it at Scofflaw, as far as I know. They probably do have some other outlets that you can get it at. You probably find it at some of the other liquor stores. And I'm pretty sure if you go to their website, you probably can find out where you can buy it. But I bought this directly there. Okay. And this is good. I get us to hell yeah. I have a feeling that everything is getting a hell yeah. I don't even have my cards out, but I just got a feeling that everything's gonna get a hell yeah. So yeah, I recommend this. So if you're here in the Atlanta area, look for it. And I don't know, maybe they ship to other places too. I do know they have 2 other iterations that are aged a little bit longer that are coming. And that information is on their website. I'm going to save that because I believe that I'm going to mix that with the cider at the end of this. And we're going to see. So the next one that I am going to taste, I'm going to drink a little water in between. And I think I'll do my mixed drink at the end, but drink a little water to clear my palate. Yes, it is called Basement. It's called Basement Bourbon. So this one I'm excited about. Okay, I got the.
Hold on, yeah, because I'm on Scofflaw's website because they actually got 3 different versions of Basement.
Okay, but 2 of them aren't they? Don't they say coming soon?
They do say coming soon, but it looks like they're sold at different. It would be sold at different locations too.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not
right,
available.
They're not there yet.
Yeah, but it's not available to ship though. I was looking.
Okay,
to see
you were looking to see if it was available to ship. Okay,
yeah.
So you got to come to Atlanta, right? Go to Magic City, get you some wings. Before you go over to Magic City and get the wings, go and get you some Basement bourbon, right? So you can have that in your room, right? Or wherever you're hanging out. So $30, it's worth it. Well worth it. So this one I am excited about. Okay, this is called Short Barrel Bourbon. Reason why I'm excited is because you all might recall that a couple of months ago, I went to the Augusta Whiskey Festival. And it was great. It was a great experience. Met a lot of really cool people. You got a chance to taste as much whiskey as you wanted. And it was all whiskeys from Georgia and the Carolinas, just the whole southeastern region. And this is one of the ones that was there. I had seen it in the liquor store before, but I had never tried it. And it is called Short Barrel. It comes out of Norcross, Georgia. So that's a little suburb of Atlanta. This is about $40 a bottle. And the reason why it is called Short Barrel is because a short barrel in the distillation process is one that has lost at least 50% of the liquid to the angel share. So the angel share is what evaporates. And they call it the angel share because it disappears. It goes up into the air. What is absorbed by the bottle, or by the barrel, I should say, is called the devil's cut, because the barrel does absorb some of the liquid. But when you get to at least 50%, that's half of what was in the barrel, you're going to get some good whiskey out of it. Now, you're not going to get a lot of whiskey out of it because 50% of it is gone. But you're going to get some really good whiskey out of that. So that's the reason why they call it short barrel, because it's a shout out to this is going to be some good stuff that you're going to get. Now, this one is a 4-grain bourbon. Now, you all remember when I read you the mash bill for the basement, this one right here, I read 3 grains to you: corn, rye, and malted barley. This one has 4 grains. It has rye, wheat, corn, and barley, and it's 92 proof. So I'm excited to taste this. I've had other 4-grain bourbons before, but I think that this one is going to be really good because the other things that I tasted at the Whiskey Festival, I didn't taste this one, were really, really good. So I'm excited to taste this. So let's go. They had one that was finished in a Japanese whiskey barrel that was delicious. I tasted that one and it was really good. Has a lovely gargle and a real cork. We can start there. And I'm going to read that bottle. But let me know, is it? I kind of get honey. Like I get a sweetness like right off the bat. So yeah, let's see. That is fucking delicious. That is so damn good. This gets a hell yeah plus. This is good. Oh my gosh. This is one of the best things I've tasted in a long time. Okay. Short Barrel was established in 2020. Somewhere around 2020, but then they really start producing around, or let me explain this. They started in 2020, but then they acquired the Old Fourth Distillery, right? In like 2015. So they combined, but they still make Old Fourth Distillery products, okay? But then they also make the short barrel products. But essentially, they are one distillery. They combined because they acquired everything that Old Fourth Distillery made. So a little tidbit about Old Fourth Distillery. During the pandemic, a lot of the distilleries were impacted. So Old Fourth started to make hand sanitizer. They did so well making hand sanitizer that they completely abandoned making alcoholic beverages and said, we will just be in the hand sanitizer business. And that is what they do. So Short Barrel came along and said, okay, we will buy up all of your equipment, all of your inventory. We will continue to make products under Old Fourth Distillation, but we're also going to have Short Barrel. So there's both things. So I am very happy, very impressed with this. I had a feeling that Atlanta was going to do me right, and they've done me right on this. So let me read this bottle a little bit though, because it does have some information. I always tell you all read your bottles because there's a lot of great information. So it's non-chill filtered. It's aged for a minimum of 4 years in New American oak, which is a requirement for bourbon. After aging in Kentucky, each barrel is carefully selected to create a rich, balanced expression that delivers exceptional depth and character in every sip. It says bourbon born in Kentucky, raised in Atlanta. I like that. And of course, they have the 4 grain, the corn, the rye, the wheat, and the malted barley, 92 proof. And it says bottled and produced by Short Barrel Bourbon, Norcross, Georgia. You can also take a tour, and they do have a website. And it has a little sticker that says bottled in Chamblee, Georgia. So even though the distillery is actually in Norcross, Georgia, the bottling plant is in Chamblee. So I see why they're saying it's raised in Atlanta, because it does still have a lot of Atlanta influences on it. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna put that to the side. And then I'm gonna experiment with that cider. But let's go back to the slideshow, because I do have some more Atlanta stuff I want to show you all. And these are some of our distilleries that I wanted to show you all. So the first one is a distillery of modern art, which is located in Chamblee, which is also right outside of Atlanta. Really cool place. They have a great art installation. And I actually took my son there when he turned 21. And they have beautiful bottles. The bottles are very, very artistic. You can take a tour of the distillery. Everything is there on site. You can also taste some whiskey that's straight off the still, which means it's clear. Looks like moonshine, probably about 150 proof or so. That is before they put it in the barrels and add water and proof it down. So it's a really, really cool spot, and the art is gorgeous. And they have really good drinks there as well. And they have some classes that they do. I have been to several classes there, but things that you wouldn't really think about with a distillery, but they have like yoga and they have calligraphy. They do have some drink mixing classes, but they offer a wide variety of things. So if you're looking for something different to do, check out a lot of these places, because even if you don't drink, you should see what they have to offer, because often they have very interesting things. Next to it is ASW, which stands for American Spirit Works. That is in the Buckhead area. And shout out to Stove, because Stove and I shared an ASW Spirit, which was Fiddler Bourbon. Fiddler is really, really a great bourbon. They have a lot of different iterations. Fiddler runs somewhere between about, I don't know, 50 to maybe $100 or so. It depends kind of what iteration of it that you're buying. So check them out. They sell them. They sell it everywhere in Atlanta, just about. And I know they sell it. Y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat. Okay. And I'm sorry, we apologize, but we're having some tech issues. But really, really great bourbon. Thank you. Thank you all for letting me know. So check out ASW. They also have a location in an area called the Battery, which is where the Braves play. So they have a tap room over there. But ASW, this particular location in Buckhead, you can take a tour of the distillery and see how they actually distill the whiskey and everything that they produce there. So it's really cool. They have Friday night flights where you can go and try the different things that they have to offer. And they have some really good cocktails and small bites. So it's a cool place to just kind of hang out, have outside seating and inside seating. So great place. Next. So I just finished telling you about Short Barrel Distillery. And then next to it, we have Moonrise Distillery. So Moonrise is located in Clayton, Georgia. And first of all, this little house. Now, I have never been to this place before, but I have had their products before. But this little place, this look about as country and southern in Georgia as you can possibly get. But they have a speakeasy there where they serve different drinks and cocktails. And I think I'm going to have to get my whiskey mofos, and y'all know who you are. I think we need a field trip to this place. I think we need to crash the Moonrise Distillery and Speakeasy. It does look really cute, but it looks It looks so southern to me, but hey, it's in Clayton, Georgia, which is a really small town. So I think that we should check it out one day. But they do tours. They have the speakeasy. They have some great cocktails, and looks like they have some pretty good things to eat as well. So I think that it might be worth a trip. Moonrise makes bourbon. They have a gin. They have a cream that's delicious. Like, I mean, they have some good stuff. They have some really good products, and they're reasonably priced. I think that probably their highest price product, it's probably about $40. And everything else is like under that. They have things that are like $20, $30, something like that. But they make some pretty good things. So again, worth looking for in the liquor store. Next. So you remember I told you about how Short Barrel acquired Old Fourth Distillery and everything that they have, all of their equipment and actually the brand. So they do still produce Old Fourth Distillery products under the Short Barrel umbrella. So of course, this is located in Norcross. And I just like that picture. Honestly, that's why I put it in there. I just thought it was very artistic, and I just love that lamp and just how everything was illuminated. I really liked it. Hey, Lakita, how you doing? Next. So these are two of our breweries, and we have a lot of them. We have quite a few breweries, so lots of people making beer around these Atlanta parts. And one of them is called Atlanta Tucky Brewing, and they sell everything on tap. They have a whole bunch of stuff that they sell on tap too. I did do a little research, and I found out that Atlanta Tucky has anywhere between, like they said at any given time, they could have like over 100 things on tap, which I was like, wow, that's amazing. Because when you go in it, you would not necessarily think that when you look over at the bar area. But it's a really cool place. A lot of people host events there. They have a lot of space, and it's just a cool place to hang out. So next to that, you have Scofflaw, which produces the basement bourbon that I tried today, right? Scofflaw Brewing is a brewery for beer primarily, but of course they have other things. They have several locations. They have one in Columbus, Georgia, which I found out just doing this research, and I did not know that. But they have two in Atlanta and one in Columbus, Georgia. Next. So these are some additional products that are produced here in Atlanta. Legend Single Barrel Bourbon, which I actually did locate that at one of the liquor stores. I looked for it at several liquor stores and located it like the last one I went after I'd spent all my money on other stuff. And then they have another one called Lazy Guy. And Lazy Guy seemed interesting to me because this was another place that offers a lot of things. They have line dancing classes. They also have Whiskey 101 classes. They have, if you're interested in possibly owning a distillery, they give you like information on how to get into the spirits world, which I thought was really cool because honestly, a lot of times people do not want to share that information because I guess they don't want the competition, you could say. Then the next thing is Sweetwater, which is one of our beers that's very popular around these parts. So Sweetwater 420 is a pale ale. And I've heard a couple of people on here say they don't like pale ales, but some people do. So if you like pale ales, that's primarily what Sweetwater produces. That's another place that you can tour the distillery as well and find out about how they brew beer. Hey, Mr. Nate. And then, of course, Atlanta Tucky. And I just wanted to show that picture of their beers on tap. Plus, again, I love the picture. I just thought it was very artistic. Next. All right, y'all. So we've been talking about these wings. So Atlanta Lemon Pepper Wet, right? That's probably the most popular. I would say when people, are ordering wings, they get lemon pepper. You can get lemon pepper dry, which basically is the seasoning only. The wet is the seasoning with a little juice attached to it. So when we talk about like eateries in different places, just about everybody's got wings here. And most of them are pretty good. I gotta say, we kind of got a reputation on the wings. Some places better than others, but we kind of got that on lock, the wings. And then I wanted to tell you all a little bit about Slutty Vegan. So Pinky Cole is the CEO and founder of Slutty Vegan. And she started her business out of her 2-bedroom apartment in July of 2018. And she would take orders on Instagram. And then by October of 2018, she opened a restaurant. 3 months later, she had a crowd of 1,200 people gathered outside the restaurant in 45-degree weather. That is cold for Atlanta. For the grand opening. They have 2 Atlanta locations, one in Baltimore, one in Florida, New York, and Birmingham. And even if you are not vegan, Slutty Vegan is delicious. It is absolutely delicious. And when you go in there, they give you a real special greeting.
Hey!
And everybody's a slut. Everybody's a slut. They greet you and they call you a slut when you walk in.
Hey, slut!
So if you come to Atlanta, check out Slutty Vegan because it's delicious. It's just a fun experience. The food is cool. The food is delicious. The people are cool. It's yeah. And being a Slutty Vegan, it ain't a bad thing at all.
It's good.
It's good.
And after you have it for the first time, they say you've been sluttified.
Yes, they do. They do say that. So Luanda said, one of your longtime friends, Mom Supplies, homegrown veggies to Pinky. Okay, cool. That is really cool. Okay, y'all hear me? Yeah, we having issues. Wait a minute. What these mics got against Atlanta?
Man, I don't know what's going on with these mics.
Yeah,
These cables are going crazy.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we should be good, y'all. My apologies.
T-Man said Atlanta got whole slutty vegans, good wings, man.
Atlanta influences everything.
That's right. Atlanta influences everything. And you will notice, and people tell me that sometimes when I'm speaking, they can tell I'm not from Atlanta because I say Atlanta sometimes. But most people just say Atlanta. Yeah. No T's. And sometimes I say it. Sometimes I do say Atlanta. But I guess it depends, how focused I am or something. I don't know what it is, but they said, you're not from here, are you? But yeah, there's no T's. It's just Atlanta. So take the T's out. You probably can, you can claim ATL ho, right? All right. And is that it? Is that the last slide? One more? Okay. Oh yeah. How could I forget this? So y'all, Atlanta staple. This is royalty right here. The Waffle House. Cruz, I hope you listening. She said yes. So in 1955, 2 Georgia neighbors opened up the restaurant that would change the world. That was Joe Rogers Jr. and Tom Fortner.
A Georgia Tech alum.
And which one? Faulkner. Okay. They were living in an area called Avondale Estates, and they decided they wanted to open a 24-hour sit-down restaurant for their friends and neighbors. And it was supposed to be focused on people on both sides of the counter. So they wanted fun people serving and fun people there, right? And they definitely have some interesting characters serving for sure, right? So this is the very first Waffle House. This is the Avondale Estates location. This is it, right? So if you come here and you go hang out and it's late at night and you're hungry, you go to the Waffle House. T-Man said this is where I mask people. It's where I ski mask people. Yeah, but the Waffle House is an institution. Now, it does seem to me that people either love it or they hate it. It's very rare there's like a lot of in between on it. I don't know what it is. Now, essentially, the Waffle House is a greasy spoon. I'm going to just say that. But they have great waffles, needless to say. And they have hash browns cooked 1,000 ways. Well, the hash browns are cooked the same, but they can smother them, they can cover them, they can scatter them. They can do all of that. And all of that means something, right? So, but you got to experience Waffle House, I say at least one time. And then you make a judgment whether or not you like it. And if you don't like it, don't go back. If you do, go back. So this is the original Waffle House circa 1955. So shout out to Cruz. I know Cruz is a Waffle House fan, and every time she comes, that's where she wants to go. Holly, too, loves the Waffle House. Big Stone said if you go know how to fight. They do have a lot of fights there. They do have a lot of things that happen. They do. Lots of stuff happens, especially lately. I don't know what has been going on with the Waffle Houses lately, but it seemed like it's been like a little rash or outbreak of stuff that goes on.
And it's the craziest thing because, like, me growing up here in Atlanta, been here since I was 3, and a frequent.
Damn, and I still been here longer than you.
Nah, nah. You got here what year?
1983.
I got here in 79.
Yeah, but you were 3.
I was 3.
I was 18 years old.
Yeah. So again, damn. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Anyway, y'all.
No, but
I mean, you know what I'm saying. You were, you know.
No, but as long as I've been going to Waffle Houses, though, I've never seen a fight in one.
I've never seen a fight in one either. I've seen some near fights. I've seen like some people arguing and stuff, but I've never seen a fight. But lately, it has it's been lots of pictures posted online of people fighting.
But you notice, but one thing I have noticed, a lot of the places where I've seen people fighting, it hasn't been here in Atlanta. It's been like Tennessee, Alabama.
True. Okay, so Holly says she and LB almost started a fight. Is that what you said?
Wait
a minute. You said you saw LB almost start a fight.
I need some details on this one, Holly.
Yeah, we do need some details. Holly, type it in the chat.
We need some deets.
we need to know.
We need the deets.
See, Luana says she never seen a fight either. So, I think that they're trying to give ATL a bad name. I'm going to just say it because, like you said, I never experienced it.
Yeah, hell, it's a Waffle House literally a block away from here. Never.
Yeah, never. Marie said, "Oh dear." Matt, you said, "Have I ever seen it? Can I get a waffle?" I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that one. No.
You said it's a video that says, "Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle?" Okay, we might have to look that up.
Yeah. Give me a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know. Okay, sitting at the counter, lady doing dishes in front of us. She kept splashing soapy water into our food. Oh, he pointed out once, and he proceeded to do it 2 more times.
Yeah,
okay.
I can. Yeah.
I can see that. That'd be worthy of
that would be worthy of a good cuss out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Okay. So Missy Vaughn says she's seen a lot of drunk people, but never a fight.
And so Waffle House is definitely a good after club spot. Like
it is.
It's a good after club spot. I remember in college, it was. it was an infamous one on Northside Drive, which is not that one's not even there anymore.
Okay.
But but after Tech, after parties, yeah, we used to go to there.
Okay.
And that was like 2 a.m. It'd be nothing but college students in that mug. Just
That's it.
Being
right?
that joint thick.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you've never been to one, check it out.
You got to go to one.
You got to go at least once. Like
and
I
it's,
said.
I mean, and
you don't like it, it's cool.
And the one thing about it is this very consistent. They are very
it
consistent.
is very consistent.
They are very consistent.
And it's cheap. It's still cheap.
Yeah.
It's still cheap.
Even with inflation.
Even with inflation, it's still cheap. Two people can eat there for like $20.
Yeah.
$20, $30
even when the eggs were hella expensive last year,
yes.
It's still, they just gave us like a 50-cent surcharge on them.
Yeah,
it still wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you want to eat some breakfast on the cheap, go to the Waffle House, right? And they have other things too. They sell burgers, steaks. They sell different things, They have different things. So, yeah. So, that is kind of like my spin, I guess you could say, on ATL. And again, I tried to show you all some different things. I mean, I probably could do, several shows about what Atlanta has to offer. Now, I tell everybody, like, I feel like I was born in Detroit. I went to high school in Detroit. But Atlanta is where I grew up. That's the way that I view it, because as I said, I think I was 17, about to turn 18 when I came here, and I've been here ever since. Now, because of traffic and other things, I wouldn't mind living someplace else, just for the experience of doing so. But I still really enjoy what the city has to offer. I do. I am proud to say ATL Ho. I am proud to say that. So I am going to mix up this cider with one of these bourbons. And then I want to show you all a video of one of the greatest events that I think Atlanta hosts. I have lots of reasons why I think it's one of the greatest events, because it really appeals to my inner nerd. So, yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to come to Cleveland, because I know the winters are awesome. I experienced enough of that in Detroit. Detroit and Ohio are right there together. I remember the snow. That's why I live here, because I don't like it. But I do hate the traffic. There are a lot more people. Yes, I have been to Cascade Skating Rink. I have. I don't like that. And it's just so many people now. My tolerance for crowds has kind of decreased as I've gotten older. It bothers me a lot more to be in like crowded spots, even outdoors. And we have a lot of festivals here, which I enjoy, but then sometimes the crowd can just be overwhelming for me. So that's something that has happened to me as I have aged. When I was young, I guess I just didn't care. I was just out there doing my thing. So because I like the short barrel so much, I think I'm going to add my cider to the short barrel. And we're going to see what this tastes like. That sounds like somebody peeing. Just saying. So let's see what this tastes like. I almost made it. I almost made it through an entire show without getting the lights turned off. Not quite, though. Actually, I think it's better on its own. I don't know. The cider didn't do what I thought it was going to do for it at all. So I'm going to try it with the other one.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't like that.
That's a first.
Nah, I didn't like that mix.
Cause usually when you add something to it, you almost have 100% hit rate on that.
I usually do, but I didn't like that. All right, it might be a ratio thing, because I added a little bit less to the basement. It tastes a little bit better, but I don't really think this is a good mix. Maybe it's the whole apple, pomegranate, whiskey. I don't know. I didn't.
It's a lot of competing flavors.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. going on in there. And I am not sure about that. I would just like to drink the short barrel. Thank you very much. But this is a little bit better. But it may be a ratio thing. I mean, in terms of, just bartending, I guess, basic bartending. Ratios are important, right? Because you want to have something that's balanced. Okay, brown eyes said it might be the pomegranate flavor. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, and you're right, Luana. Too much of the sours. Yeah, probably all of that. And then when I told you all, when I do the hard cider, usually I do a shot and then I chase it with the hard cider. That probably would be the better thing to do. So yeah, I feel like I kind of, luckily it's not that much. I feel like I messed up. Otherwise I'd be mad. So yeah. All right. So I want to show you all a video. And this is for one of my favorite events here in Atlanta. It's called Dragon Con. So Dragon Con is one of the largest multi-genre pop culture conventions in the United States. And it's held annually over the Labor Day weekend in downtown Atlanta. My son and I have been. And hey, Music Spasms, how you doing? Hey, Shownuff. My son and I have been, and I went several years before my son was even born, by science fiction and gaming enthusiasts Pat Henry, David Cody, John Bonnell, Robert Dennis, and Ed Kramer. So their goal was to create one event that could accommodate fans of multiple genres. Now, I told you all that my tolerance for crowds has decreased. So I have not been to Dragon Con in a number of years because there is a massive amount of people that attend Dragon Con. It's gotten bigger and bigger every year. But if you are a fan of anything, any type of movie, culture, if you're a Trekkie, if you're a Star Wars fan, if you like anime, whatever you like, at least go to the parade. Okay? At least go to the parade because the parade goes down Peachtree Street in front of the hotel, which is the Hilton. That's a host hotel. Just to go to the parade, you'll get a chance to see all of the costumes, all of the different groups. That is phenomenal. But I can tell you to go inside and actually see the creativity that these people put forward on these costumes is absolutely amazing. Like I am beyond impressed. And people like work on their costumes all year to be ready for Dragon Con. Max said it. If you like anime, oh yeah, MomoCon, right? Yep. MomoCon is coming in May.
MomoCon is good.
Absolutely right. And there's a lot of costume in there as well. A lot of cosplayers.
Anime Weekend Atlanta in October is good.
We have so much going on here, so much to offer. And I really love that we have such a diversity in events. We have cultural things. We have, things like Dragon Con. I mean, we got everything except for, oceanfront. That's the only thing that I say that we're lacking. And we're not too far from the ocean. Savannah is about 4 hours away. Yeah. Yep. So that is the Atlantic Ocean there. And we have Jekyll and Brunswick and those other islands. So it's not too far away, but that's about the only thing that I would say Atlanta is lacking. Yeah, we
got mountains.
Yeah, we got mountains. I told y'all we got wine country, right? We are pretty much a total package.
Mm-hmm. You get all 4 seasons.
Yep, you get for the most part.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes our spring and summer is a little blurry.
Right now it's a perfect spring.
Yeah.
Right now. Our spring is a little short.
Wait a minute. Show what I'm saying. It sounds like Locke has an outfit. Wait a minute. An outfit for Dragon Con?
Nah. But I will say this though. For my photographers out there, go to Dragon Con.
Yes.
Go to MomoCon. Go to Anime Weekend Atlanta. It is a target-rich environment. You will see a lot of things that will be great for your portfolio.
Yes.
It is really, really dope. I've shot Anime Weekend Atlanta a couple times. I've shot Dragon Con and had access. It is a very good event to shoot.
Yeah. So Big Stuff said, You can cleanse yourself in the Chattahoochee River.
Yeah, just don't clench yourself up in Lake Lanier. That's all. Don't do that.
Stir said we had a Confederate flag. Not anymore.
Yeah, nah.
We do. I mean, it's still Georgia.
It's
still Georgia, and I make no bones or excuses about that.
Man,
but we are no longer flying the Confederate flag.
No. Officially, as a state,
we're not.
Yeah, but don't. Yeah,
now I'm not gonna.
Yeah, don't go to Stone Mountain.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now I'm not gonna say people don't fly it because there are people that fly it, but officially we do not fly it. Okay, so we.
Yeah, I think the only state that still flies the Stars and Bars is Mississippi, I want to say.
Okay, Mississippi is the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Max said it's still the South, right? Lakita, you've never gone to Stone Mountain? Really? I have been to Stone Mountain. I mean, it's a beautiful park.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful park.
It is. It's Star said flies in their heart. It will always fly in their heart, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
you could be in Maryland, it'll still fly in their heart.
I was gonna say I don't think
up.
there's anything we're gonna ever be able to do about it flying in the heart.
No,
of those that care to fly.
That is not geographically dependent.
Not at all. Not at all. But of course, yes, do we encounter more of that in the South?
Absolutely.
Certainly we do, and I would never say anything otherwise. Okay. Lakita said anything
south of Canada
is the South. Right. Some people, yes, D-Man, you're right. They do have the mural carved in it. That's right. Absolutely.
Yep.
So a lot of debate about that. They've gone back and forth. Hey, Faye, how you doing? A lot of debate about that. They've gone back and forth whether or not the carving should be removed. I don't think that they're gonna remove it. That's just not my thought. But hey, that's just my opinion. We'll see. We shall see. So let's take a look at this Dragon Con video, though. This is just a little taste. I'm just giving you a few minutes of it. The video itself, the entire video is about 35 minutes long. And I do have it in Stream Elements because to me, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you'll enjoy it. You will really enjoy the whole thing. So, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so I hear Diz talking about, so he's talking about Ted's. He's talking about Ted's Montana Grill, which is a place that we have here, a really great place to eat.
Stove knows about it as well. Yeah. Ted's Montana Grill. Named after Ted Turner. Mm-hmm. Diz and I broke bread there last year, man. Good stuff.
Diz says so good. Hey Shazam X. Hey X-Fam, how you doing? Let's take a look at this Dragon Con video and see what we're looking at.
Yeah, let's look at my favorite.
No, Stone Mountain is a park. It's a park. It is not a strip club. I know. I talked about so many strip clubs. And trust, I only touched the surface because we got a lot of strip clubs.
It's a lot.
We got a lot because again, we're a convention city. So remember that. That's the reason why.
Yeah, and
that's what makes us attractive.
Yeah, and even truckers, because that's why Blue Flame is still as popular as it is, because it's right across the street from one of the biggest truck stops in the city.
So I mean, we have something for everyone here. Okay, that's what we're gonna say. And can I just say this? Okay, as I identify as a heterosexual woman, but the entertainment value that is going on in the strip club, y'all, it's outstanding. Okay, when I tell you that I have gone and been thoroughly entertained, and then the food was delicious on top of that. I mean, Linus Nala said, sign me up. I mean, y'all, it's an experience, okay? And I would really like to think, this seriously. We have pushed past some of these mores and rules and things that we have. That can we just all go someplace and be entertained and I can appreciate something but not want that thing. I can appreciate all of the tricks and stuff that they do and not want that. I just want to eat my wings, drink my drink, right? And enjoy the show. So just saying for the record. All right, let's take a look at this Dragon Con video. And Summer said dancers to clap themselves. That too.
Yeah, let's take a look at my favorite Dragon Con video.
Get it, Lisa. Give them all that brown whiskey.
Shout out to the Mega Mind right here. When I say she been working, look at that wig. She been working.
I rode a high.
You see this freaking kid? I'm gonna this freaking kid. What year is it?
This is Dragon Con! People were going to die!
He is so evil. I have all the proof. Look, Grain Company, evil company, evil company.
1A! 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 I see the party, Richter! Is all.
Okay, so that's a little bit of Dragon Con. So if y'all enjoyed that, first of all, you will enjoy the whole video. But if you really are, a person who is interested in anything, because when I tell you, you all saw, that was just a sampling, right? Of all the different genres they have, they represent every movie, they represent everything. It is worth the trip. Okay, it is. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a real, and I know a lot gonna amen this. It's like 4 days. Okay, it's like a 4-day event.
Go early.
You want to go on like day 1,
Go early.
because by day 3,
Yeah.
it is fragrant as a motherfucker in there. Okay,
Go
because
early.
these people have had these costumes on
Hygiene is optional.
for like 3-4 days, right? And the funk is real. Okay, it is. You want to go on day 1, right? You want to go on day 1, day 2 tops, because they've been walking around and all of that stuff for like I said, like 3 or 4 days. Yeah,
I was about to
funky.
say something, and
Yeah.
it would have got me banned, but nah, man.
What you gonna say?
Nah, man. No.
I mean,
Nope.
That's just we we keeping it real.
It's
Yeah.
So
it's yeah.
yeah. So
It's funky in there.
going masked up is. I mean, you might need a hazmat suit in that mug.
Right. Right. It's Keita said, wash your ass. Yeah.
Wash.
And I think the whole thing is because they're wearing like the same costume, that even if they wash their ass,
Yeah.
the costume is like funky.
The costume is an absorbent.
Yes, it is. And I mean, you saw some of that. Like, that shit is hot, right? Like you can, yeah. Yeah. Say in their own spunk. Yeah. It's so I am gonna say that. Yes, it's because they don't wash and clean the costume. And I'm just imagining that certain costumes you probably can't.
You can't wash. You
can't wash
and
them.
Febreze ain't gonna work.
Right. So there's that. And then, I mean, it's in a hotel. So where they going to wash?
And it's
right?
and everything is in close quarters
Yes,
too, which is even
it
worse.
is.
So
the first day is the best day. Plus,
day.
that's like when I really do think you see everything kind of on that first day. Or go to the parade where you can stand outside and you can just watch them march down the street.
Very true.
But I mean, yeah, if anything that you're into, you're gonna see it. You are gonna see it. Yeah, see, love. So you can't Febreze that funk away, right? And it's Labor Day, and it's hot here in Georgia. Okay, it gets hot. HOTT, hot here. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Natty said, "March in the fresh air." Okay, so I hope that you all enjoyed the Brown Whiskey Woman's spin on Atlanta. Again, I try to show you all some things a little bit different as opposed to kind of, I guess, the touristy things we know about, the Martin Luther King site and Ebenezer Baptist Church and, all of the rich history that we have here. But also I want to give you some other things, about Atlanta. And I have to say that I do enjoy living here. I am proud to live here. I'm proud to be a Clark graduate, a AU Center graduate. And I have enjoyed my time in Atlanta because, again, I feel like I grew up here. And I don't know what's going to happen, in the next few years, whether I'll remain or not. But I will always feel like Atlanta will definitely be a part of who I am.
You better not leave.
I can come back. I can come back. I wouldn't move too far
You
away.
better not leave.
So we got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. We have so much coming up, and I'm so excited about it. So first of all, I'm kind of going to go in order here. This Saturday, I am back on the Fresh Radio Show. They liked me. They told me, come back, bring some whiskey, have fun with us, we'll drink. So this Saturday at 11 a.m. on the Fresh Radio Show stream, I will be hanging out with the Fresh Radio crew. And I am super excited about that. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And as I said, we're going to drink some great whiskey. We're going to talk and have a lot of laughs. I really enjoyed my time with them last time. So I'm super excited about that and honored that they asked me back. I am a sponsor with them. And
I think they enjoyed it too, a little too much.
thank you, Solomon. I appreciate it. So I'm really excited. And I am a sponsor with the Fresh Radio Show Day Party. So every month I create a signature drink for them for the day party. And again, it is a privilege to be a part of their crew. I consider myself to be like, kind of like an honorary crew member. I'm kind of on the peripheral, but we have a lot of fun and I'm looking forward to it. In addition, we have some other stuff coming up. We have the Spinning Autism Raid Train that is coming up on Saturday, April 18th. So you see that lineup, exceptional, right? D-Man is going to kick it off. We go to Selecta, Reboot, Wally Sparks, Chanel B, DJ Rail, Jay Jonah, Ebony ATL, Vance Dale, DJ Josie Styles, who is all the way in Australia, which is it's like the next day for her. And then Locke is going to close it out.
Josie's going to be DJing from the future.
I know. So I am super excited about this. Again, today is our official kickoff, but then our raid train is like a big portion of it. And then, of course, we have the reunion. But this will be Saturday, April 18th. Raid train, please tap in, tab up. You can share the link. And again, here is !spin. That is for donations. So feel free to donate. No amount is too little. No amount is too big. Our goal is $5,000 this year. Last year, we did exceed our goal, and I'm really proud of that. And I'm looking forward to the same this year.
LV always says it, small change makes big change.
That's right. So after spinning, we have the reunion, the Lock and Key Media reunion. So that will be happening, starts on Thursday, April 23rd through the 26th. Now, this is a private event. Private. If you did not receive.
What is it? What is it?
It is a private event.
Does that mean invite only?
If you didn't get an invitation, don't bring your ass over to K-Lock House. Okay? I will be at the door.
An invitation for this year.
That's right. Not last year or the year previous. If you did not get an invitation for 2026, you are not invited. Do not show up. It is a private event. And we mean this, y'all. We mean this.
And let me say this. We say it every year, but it's not personal if you don't get an invite. It's right. Not personal. It's only so much room. It's only so many slots.
Yes.
I mean, we're doing things a lot different this year. So
we are.
I mean, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. And we'll be talking about that more. I mean, in the next few seconds. But it is. I mean, we're doing things differently this year. So please understand, it's not personal. It is not personal. I still enjoy y'all. I still love y'all.
We love you.
But
you can't come.
But
we love you. Hey, Laney Star. Yes, cancel your Uber.
Yeah, everybody can't get. Everybody is not allowed.
That's right.
And it's just more so from a space, a safety, a respect of my house and my neighbors.
Yes, this is a private home.
Yes,
please keep that in mind.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's. But if you pull up, don't do that. Don't do that.
If you pull up, don't get out.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
You better, walk on by.
Don't do that shit.
Like the song say, just walk on by, right? Most definitely. So we have that, and then that whole weekend is gonna be the bomb, y'all, because it's a whole bunch of other stuff. If you go to this website, lockandkeymedia.com/events, and it is !events. If you go here, you can find out about all the events for the entire weekend. So this is the thing. Even if you are not invited to the Lock and Key Media Family Reunion, there are lots of other events for free, mind you, for free, that you can come to, hang out with us, have a great time. Soul Train is happening. Wally Sparks is hosting an event. We have something at Controllerize. LV is hosting something at Buteco. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
You got this event too.
I mean, it's so many things. We have the Fresh Day party that's going to happen for 4 eras of R&B. It's so many things going on. So if you are not personally invited to the reunion, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But if you go to this website, everything is there for you with the links of how you get the free tickets.
Yes, everything that has
all the information.
Yeah, everything that has an RSVP right now is listed on there. There are 2 events on there that do not have RSVP. The 2 weekly events.
Right.
So one thing about Atlanta, it's a lot of stuff going on every week.
Every week.
So outside of Soul Train Live and LV's Vibe City, who's next, everything is a weekly, either a weekly or a monthly event.
Yes.
Fresh Day Parties monthly.
Yes.
Wally Sparks High Top Fade monthly, but Controllerize weekly. Smoking Shell Sessions with DJ Roster Root weekly, every Friday. LV has an event every third Friday.
Every third Friday.
Vibe City. Vibe City Friday. So it's Atlanta definitely has a lot going on. So please, it's a lot to enjoy here. So
yes,
everybody that's coming in town, be ready. Drink, get your exercise, eat your Wheaties. Get
some sleep, like Big Stove said. Big Stove said, get some sleep.
Have some,
some sleep and store that. Yeah,
take some Nodos.
Yeah, you cannot be bored. And if all else fails, go to Magic City and eat some wings.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's a lot of stuff overlapping too. Soul Train is going to be 14 hours. So
it is from 11 to 11.
No, 9 a.m. to 11.
Really?
Yes.
So that changed?
14 hours.
Wow. 14 hours of Soul Train. Okay. So in person, you can come in and meet all the folks. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. Come on. It's a lot of stuff happening. And I'll tell you all as a person who technically I'm a Midwesterner, right? And not the North, Midwest. Michigan is in the Midwest. Southern hospitality is a real thing. Okay. And I, as a person, embrace that because my philosophy, just generally speaking, is to do all the good you can for all the people you can for as long as you can, as often as you can. And I believe, like, when people come to the reunion, one of the things that I'm really big on is, being the hostess with the mostest, because I feel like, how many times are you really cared for? How many times are you really taken care of? Just in life generally. But when you come, I am going to make sure,
Lisa,
that happens for you.
Lisa,
you will be looked after. You will be cared for. You will be loved on while you're here. Okay,
Lisa.
Southern hospitality is for real.
Lisa. Now I'm gonna talk about my mod right now. D-Man, she ain't your mod right now. She's my mod. So my mod, Lisa the X. And also too, I'm definitely gonna give a shout out to London Michelle. Yes. Give a shout out to LaWanda Baskerville. Give a shout out to Psalmist. Give a shout out to K Marie.
Yes.
Give a shout out to Blue Majesty.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much. But Lisa, thank you for everything that you've done since the first reunion. Because Lisa is one of 6 people that has participated in every reunion. That
is true.
You are
that
one
is true. Hey, Dr. Daddy Freeze.
You are one of 6. Because we had somebody that I always talk about my original 6.
Yeah.
One of my original 6, wasn't able to make it last year.
Right.
So you now are part of the original 6. Yeah. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've done. I appreciate the passion you have for this. I appreciate the care that you put into this. I'm thanking you in advance. I'm thanking you for what you've done for the last 4 years. I'm thanking you for what you're currently doing. The talks that we have about this, and I'm thanking you, LaWanda, London, anybody, Paige Quentin.
Yep.
Ebony,
Fudge, Grafton, everybody.
It's Grafton. Thank y'all so much. Kim, even from the past, Kim Blue, LV,
K Marie,
Vance Dell.
Yeah, many people.
It's so many people that has poured into me, Lisa, and this event, and it means a lot to me. Big Stove, Guzzle.
Yes, Guzzle.
It is very much appreciated. This. I've always called this event Frankenstein's Monster. It started off something very, very small.
It did, and
look at it now. It is one crazy weekend. But the intimacy of it being in my studios.
Right.
Which is, and you've seen the metamorphosis, and you guys, everybody that's paid attention to this, y'all seen the metamorphosis of this.
Yeah.
People like Aquaria and Ross Sirius, they have seen it from when I've moved in this place. And just to be able to see the growth, be able to see the camaraderie, be able to see the best thing about it, which is not what you guys see on stream, but it's what goes on upstairs. I always say the magic happens upstairs. We've had events.
It's like two different worlds.
It really is.
It's like they have stuff going on down here that we don't know anything about, and we have stuff going on upstairs that they don't know anything about. Yeah. And then sometimes it's just like perfect, like divine crossing too. That I absolutely love, and to hear the stories of like, this is what happened, or we didn't know this, or this happened upstairs. So
it's always a surprise, because the first year and last year, Breakbeat Lou, came through, and blessed us, and I got him choked up last year because I gave him his flowers, being able to. The best thing about it, and D-Man, I know you're in the chat. I know you experienced this yourself. When you finish your set and you go upstairs and you get a big round of applause. Yeah. Because just because that instant gratification of being able to say, "Hey, thank you for what you're doing."
Or when they're down here, like I know last year D was like down here doing something, and everybody upstairs is going,
right, exactly.
It is,
and all of us down here like, what the fuck?
Right, and it's amazing. It's an amazing experience, but I'm really looking forward to this year that we're kind of expanding, so to speak, because we have Soul Train and we have the day party and we have so many opportunities to hang out and commune, and I'm like so looking forward to people that I've never met before. Yeah, and all of the people that I have met, seeing y'all again is always a wonderful thing. We have a great Atlanta crew. Yes, but to meet people I've never met before, I'm so looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to some of the first timers that's coming here.
Exactly.
Coming here,
and we got a lot of people coming from overseas. Yes, because of Soul Train.
I was about to go.
Volatile is gonna be here.
So
just that is cool.
So I will say this. Because this is our last show before the reunion.
This is our last show, and I was gonna get to that, but you go ahead and say what you gotta say, and then we'll come back to me. Yeah,
no, and I guess the reason why I'm saying that is because because of the timing of it.
It is the last show.
Yeah, but the fact we're starting at noon on Thursday the 23rd. Mm-hmm. We're starting at noon, tentatively. Tentatively. Because like, hey,
we're talking about that.
Tentatively.
We're gonna say 10.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna say. Let's keep going.
But definitely on Friday and Saturday it's gonna be. It's gonna be all streamed from my channel, Lock and Key Media, twitch.tv/Lock and Key Media.
Please make sure if you're not, and I think everybody in here.
Yeah, everybody should be.
If you're not. Make sure you're following so that you can see the whole damn thing.
Yeah, and but one thing I will say is there definitely. Everybody knows the UK contingency will be coming through. Right. Volatile has made it very clear that he will be here. He will be here. So so all y'all being able to see Volatile, at Soul Train Live, that's gonna be dope.
Noonish.
Noonish. Yeah, exactly. You getting the nooner, I have a lot of surprises up my sleeve. A lot of confirmed surprises up my sleeve. So anybody knows me knows that there's going to be some surprises. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm never excited before the reunion. I'm excited. This is, I mean, and the reunion always falls on that weekend, because April 24th is the anniversary of the first stream here at Lock and Key Media. So, I mean, now we're talking 12 years now. So, of streaming.
Yeah. And can I just say this? This is also like a solar eclipse or something, because this is the time when y'all hear Locke talk the most that he's ever gonna talk for the whole year. Y'all heard all of that shit he just said.
Yeah.
Y'all know, like, this is the silent assassin, right? So
because after the reunion,
but he talks during this period of time, and then he's like Dark Man.
Yeah.
And Natty said, don't get used to it.
Yeah,
because this is the most talking you're going to hear him do all year round.
Nah, I mean, I will talk during Beats for a Cure.
Yeah, but not
as much as this. Yeah,
not as much.
Yeah,
not as much. He does, right? Exactly. Missy Bond said radio silence.
Yeah,
yeah. This is the most you hear him talk
much.
Is during the reunion. So y'all just,
I'll be doing my. How did Red Alert said after the event he did? After Red Alert, after the event I did with Red Alert, he said he was doing. No, he hosted an event for me. He said he
builds it up all year, then explodes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just gonna verbally vomit all over everybody.
Yep, this is it.
Yeah,
this is it.
But I mean, I'll be doing my Ed Sullivan thing because I'll be hosting. For the most part too. So
he will be hosting, and I know for some people, not y'all necessarily, not y'all have heard him speak, but some people never heard him speak before, and they're gonna be like, "What?
That microphone actually works?
Who is that?" It's him.
You mean he's not a mute?
I know he is not. So yeah, so C loves to they enjoy hearing you speak, right? While we can.
Yeah, but Lisa, seriously though, thank you for everything that you do.
And I thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to take care of your baby with spinning autism. Because all proceeds from the reunion, all proceeds from my Twitch stream for the month will be going to spinning autism. But please, exclamation point spin, definitely.
Big Stone said Tom's more than selective for what we can hold.
Nah, that right there. Whoosh.
That right there.
That's I feel almost insulted now.
Yeah, I mean, woo, Lord.
God
yeah, see,
damn.
Nikita said a lot, Lord. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Jesus.
Okay, but anyway.
Yeah, let me mute my mic now. God damn it. Thanks, though. Appreciate it.
But I will say, this is definitely a partnership. I thank you, Locke, very much for. I always say you let me ride, your shirt tails on it, but it is a partnership. We work equally as hard in different ways. That's what I have come to recognize, because like you said, upstairs is something and downstairs is something else. But it is a fantastic event and I'm proud to be a part of it. So I want to tell you all that I return to my show in this space, Brown Whiskey Woman with the liquor and all that good stuff, on April 30th. And I will have a very, very special guest. So I am going to run the autism campaign a little bit longer this year. So it's going to be a little bit different because normally it's just for the month of April, which is officially Autism Awareness Month. But I will be running it for longer and I will keep you posted on the date. But I am thinking roughly mid-May. Again, our goal is $5,000. And I'm looking forward to us making and exceeding that goal. But I do have some really special guests lined up for the end of April. Also in May, I got some really special things coming down the pipe. And I got some guests coming in that I'm super excited about. Really looking forward to it. So some different things are happening, right? Getting ready to make some changes and pivots and all that, but we got some fun things that are going on. I want to say thank you to Cruz. I want to say thank you to London, to Natty, to Locke. I appreciate you all very much. Everything that you do for the show, for me, for this stream, but I want to thank you all because I would not be here drinking whiskey, talking shit, saying what I like and what I don't like, and how this cider need a little bit of help. I got 3 more cans at home. Thank God for my son who's going to help me out. But I appreciate you all supporting me. Okay, I appreciate everything that you do, tuning in every week, every other week rather, and supporting me and everything that I'm doing. I do not take it for granted, not ever, not one single bit. Everybody that's coming to Atlanta, I can't wait to see you. I cannot wait to see you, to hug you, to love on you. Again, all the new folks, all the old folks, all the folks. I just can't wait to see you. I'm really, really excited. So I will be back on April 30th. Of course, you might see me waving in the background, you know, if Locke let me come downstairs and stuff. Cause you know, it's like rules and stuff, like you ain't supposed to be in the studio. But if he let me come downstairs, I'll wave at y'all on the camera and say, hey, it's me. Or, you know, like I'll bust a move in the background, something like that. But you will probably see me during reunion weekend. Definitely. But you will see me here in this spot on April 30th, and you will see me in the Twitch streets. Let's take a look at who's on, so we can see where we gonna go and where we gonna skedaddle on over to. Okay. Oh, let us please go support our family if he's not about to. No, he probably just got started. Yeah, let's go support Vansdale. So earlier, Reboot was in here. We told him congratulations for making partner. Vansdale is also on the partner push. Please tab him up if you see him on. Please support Vansdale. He is also going for partner. And congratulations to Gemini. Gemini is on now as well, but he made partner as well. So congratulations to them. So yeah, love y'all so much. We're going to get it out of here and we're going to go and see my homeboy, Vansdale, because Vance is from Pontiac. Which is right outside of Detroit. So yeah, he kind of a Motown peach too, I guess. But I don't know. I guess you don't call men peaches. We got to think of another name. But yeah, anyway, no, just, ATL ho. No, that's what we gonna call him. ATL ho. Yeah, no, we ain't gonna do that. No. Yep, okay. Anyway, if you see Vance on, support him. Make sure you tap him up because he's on a partner push, and I know it's coming soon. So, yeah. But I will see y'all in the Twitch streets, and definitely see you during the reunion and in person, and I'll see y'all here on the 30th. So, bye, y'all.